Hey folks, I'm Caleb. Welcome back to the Gun Buff channel. And today we're going to start a brand new series on fire making. So there are literally hundreds of ways to make fire, right? Very primitive to very modern. And today we're going to start in possibly the most logical place that I can think of, the Bic lighter, right? And in specific, what you can do to make it even more efficient for your survival or bushcrafting or camping needs, right? So things like the Exotac fire sleeve, you can literally add to this, make it a complete waterproof system, tuck it away in your pack or your fire kit, and you're good to go. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you what I do to prep my lighter, and we're going to take a look at this Exotac. All right, so first things first, you got to get the lighter out of its packaging, obviously. So just as simple as getting it out. And you'll notice that it has the, let's see if I can get that to focus, it has the child safety feature right there, so that you have to put a lot of downward pressure to strike and ignite the gas. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a multi-tool or any type of small flathead screwdriver, and we're going to pry that open. So you just want something small, and you're going to put it in there just like that. See if that'll focus for you. There you go, just like that. And you're going to lift up. Now you have to be very careful, because if you just go wah and just go wild, you will damage the flint, possibly dislodging it, locking up the lighter, or damaging it completely, and then you don't have a lighter. So go gentle, right? So you're just going to pry up, right, until it goes flying across the room, just like that. And then you have no child safety bar right there. So the good news about that is that allows you to hold it at an awkward angle, say underneath a tinder pile, but more importantly, it's easier for you to strike, particularly if you have gloved hands on or very cold and numb fingers, right? So you can just easily light it that way. So that's good. The next thing I do is I take off the sticker, right? You don't need it, it gets in the way. So the next step that I do is I take a piece of duct tape. Now the deal is that I don't use any duct tape. I use Gorilla brand. You can use whatever size you want. This was the big stuff that I just ripped in half, and all you're going to do is lay it on, and you're just going to simply wrap it around. And the best part about doing it this way is that duct tape has, I don't know, 550,000 uses out in the field. So, you know, you can use it for first aid, you can use it for fire starting, which is why it's on the lighter. You can use it for gear repair. You can literally use it for anything. You can make containers out of it. So all you do is get a section of duct tape. You can put whatever amount you want. I typically put a couple feet around there. That's more than enough to make like a bird's nest to light any type of fire out in the woods. And then you literally have your lighter ready to go, right? That's what I have. I don't do anything special. I look for, of course, University of Kentucky blue, but outside of that, really that's it. So all you got to do is take off the child safety bar and put some duct tape on. You're good to go. Now I got this idea from Cold Cracker Bushcraft, and I want to give him a credit for that. But this is kind of basic stuff, right? It's pretty elementary. It's smart, but it's pretty basic. So that's just a plain Jane lighter. That's what I do when I'm putting it in my everyday carry, or whether it's my bug out bag, or whether it's my car kit, or whatever. That's pretty much where I start. The next step is you can add things like this, right? So we're going to crack this open next, and we'll take a look at it. So after playing around with the Exotac fire sleeve, the only real complaints I have, the only real cons, is that one, it is kind of expensive, around 15, 20 bucks depending on where you buy it. Two, no matter what I do, I cannot get this gas lock to stay on. It'll slide right off the activation button, and there's literally no use in that. It kind of almost like it needs to be redesigned. However, I still like it because it's doesn't add any weight. It's very high vis, and it waterproofs your lighter. So that's very good. And then the last complaint I have, the last con, is that I like to wrap duct tape, as I showed you in the first segment, but this, whatever this soft orange rubber is, it's literally so oily that duct tape, the good stuff, Gorilla brand, won't even stick to it. So that's kind of a bummer. Now I can loosely wrap it around and just kind of have it there, but it doesn't really want to stay, and that's kind of a bummer. The pros are really simple. This is the easiest, simplest, quickest way to start a fire, particularly when you might be cold or in danger of hypothermia. This is easy peasy. So really, pros, cons, in this case it doesn't matter. You need a lighter. It's just that simple. If you're going to go out and you work outside for a living, you go outside for recreation, you're in charge of Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, 4-H, it doesn't matter. If you travel outdoors and you do not have the right gear, then you're not prepared. And if you're not prepared, you're just inviting trouble. So it doesn't matter whether you rock a plain Jane one or you add things to it like duct tape or sleeves. It literally doesn't matter. You must have a lighter. That's the most important thing. So as always, if you like these type of videos, please do me a huge favor. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Be safe and be good.